morning, guys. I'm driving to work right now, so I'm not going to look at the camera. I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts out real quick. So, as preppers, as most of you are, because you're watching my channel, and you probably are subscribed to a lot of the other prepping channels that I'm subscribed to, you are constantly inundated, or you inundate yourself with prepper type information, news, and a lot of times it can be doom and gloom. A lot of times it could be negative outlook, because we need to know what to prepare for. So we do pay attention to what's going on around us, and a lot of times it can have a negative feeling, or at least put you in a negative or hopeless place. I'm not going to be naive and say that nothing's going to happen and everything's going to be fine, because of course there is that potential that everything's going to be fine, and ultimately God's plan will play out and everything will be fine in the end. But we could go through some really hard times, and if we are all in a negative state and fearful, which we shouldn't be, it can have bad consequences on our ability to perform in an shtf, or it could affect our, I guess, survival rate. I guess that's what you would call it, really. A lot of people, a lot of preppers have this outlook, and this negative outlook, and I think it's kind of a primal instinct or a primal thought that in a bad situation or shtf, everybody's going to be man for man, every man for himself. It's going to get nasty and ugly, and yes, it very likely could, but I'm going to be an optimist here because I am a Christian. I believe that when things get real bad, whatever real bad might be, it could be that the grid goes down. It could be that there are so many weather events that we're all, left in a catastrophic state. It could be everything that's going down with the government and our ability to move freely and act as free people. Any kind of situation. It could be CME. I am keeping faith that if something like that were to happen, that we would see a revival like we have never seen before. That's my position. Of course, I am prepared to defend myself. Yes, I'm not going without my weaponry. But I believe that we will see a revival like we've never seen before. A revival of the human spirit, a revival of the Holy Spirit, and people will come together in a way that is just magical and beautiful. This conversation was kind of prompted by a comment left by one of you guys, and you might know who you are if you're watching this video, but it really did touch me, that they are surrounded by somebody who is so negative all the time, so doom and gloom, that it's left the other person without any hope for the future. And we can't give up on our dreams. We can't give up on our ministry, because ultimately we all have a ministry. We all have a purpose. And if you've given up on everything because you think the world is just going to end and everything's going to be left to crap, you're not going to be able to work your ministry like you should. God has a purpose, and He put us here in these times in particular for a very specific reason. So don't let your light get dull. We need people to keep the faith. We need people to keep their light shining, because things, when they get bad, we'll need people, we'll need positive people. We'll need people to come together. We'll need people that are willing to help each other. Kind of just rambling here, I'm sorry, but trying to focus on driving at the same time, and I am a woman, so I'm not the greatest driver to begin with. I'm kidding. So I live in a hurricane-prone area in Florida, and anytime, you guys might have experienced this as well, anytime that there is a hurricane, people are left without power, without water, without a roof, without clothes. Their house is flooded. They're left on the streets. When something like that happens, you see the true nature of people come out And it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. You see neighbors who never even said hi to each other when they lived right next door to each other for years come out and help and, you know, give the other person things that they need that they had, or, you know, let them stay at their house because they still have electricity and the other person doesn't. But you really see this beauty of the human nature come out during disaster. And I would say, you know, after 9/11, you saw that any kind of major catastrophe can actually help bring out the beauty of the good in people. So I want to encourage you guys to stay positive and don't let the whole prepping thing put you in a negative state where you will become useless in the event of an SHTF. And hopefully that encourages you today, and you have a great rest of your day.